from Apprentice 121. Welcome back to the channel. It's a really quick video just to thank people really who've been involved with Apprentice 121 and supported me in this little journey I've been on through the course of the year. It started out with just me rambling away about something that I thought might be important and that I'd seen happening, and the number of people who just got in touch offering help for no reason other than the want to do so, you know, was really very humbling. I was, you know, it meant a lot to me actually to see those people do that. I've not asked anyone at all actually to get involved. Everybody's volunteered themselves, you know, taught me new skills to do with editing and working social media and just supporting my morale, and helped away in the background with dealing with inquiries and finding employers and training and all sorts of other bits and pieces. There's far too many people to mention. You know, it's right from across the whole industry, from manufacturers. So there's chief executive and owners of manufacturing companies talking to me, and then there's domestic electricians who are getting in touch, giving their ideas and feedback into things, and it's been an absolute pleasure to speak with each and every one of those people, and ultimately the apprentices and all of the employers themselves, because that was the main aim and goal, to find people work who'd been made redundant through COVID-19. And you guys are all absolute superstars. The credit is yours. It would have largely probably happened without me, to be fair. I just tried to help in whatever way I could, raising awareness and joining some dots up for people. But very much so, the credit is with you, especially employers taking people on through all of this. You're absolute superstars. You know, it's a big risk at any time employing people, but to take those lads and lasses into your companies for no reason other than wanting to help it's been staggering. And full credit to you. You're absolute legends. And again, for the apprentices who are grafting away there in the background, keeping the motivation up, keeping going with the training and learning where they can. Obviously they've not been able to get into college for a lot of the year, so they've been doing that in their own time and their own way. Keep going with that. I know it's really difficult. Hopefully as we move towards better times in 2021, you can find the employment you all need. And there's loads of you who are registered with Apprentice 121. I'm well aware we haven't managed to find jobs. And yeah, keep going, don't give up. It's been an absolute pleasure to help any of you in any way that I have. It's been a real honour actually to get to know some of you and see your journey and follow your stories on Instagram and other places to see what you're up to and developing your skills and training. You know, that's one of the plus points for me. Equally, the number of friends I've made through all of this. You know, there's people now who I consider good friends who I didn't know very well before all of this. That's really been a huge plus personally and selfishly speaking. To have that now is fantastic. I've got guys and girls across industry who I would consider as friends, and hopefully when better times allow I'll actually get to meet them in person, because it's still all been virtual. You know, that's been really good. And all of the manufacturers and magazines and podcasts and such, I've done a little montage video for you guys because you've all spread the message far and wide, CPS providers as well. And it's really very much appreciated, because it's you guys doing that, you know, taking that on for no real benefit to yourselves at all, just to share it out across your network, you know, drove lots of people towards Apprentice 121, especially employers. So to all of the magazines, manufacturers, podcasts and individuals who've done that, thank you very much. You know, it's made my life a lot easier in trying to get to reach into people and get my message out there. And I'll continue with that in 2021. Anyone else who wants to be involved, it's always been the case, you're more than welcome. I've started up this podcast now, and I talk about that a little bit further on in this video if you want to hang fire and stick with it. There's a mention there of that. And yeah, that's basically it. It's been a brilliant year personally for me. You know, professionally more to speak, I would say, in that I've developed, I think, as a person, and my business has maintained itself. You know, I think that's the best anyone can really hope for in the circumstances. And ultimately, it's been a real pleasure of mine to do this Apprentice 121 thing. And quite where it's going to go in the future remains to be seen. It's not a burden on my life. I enjoy doing it. It's a hobby in my own time now. Early on in coronavirus, it could be the day job as such, because nobody was really out doing an awful lot. But now it's an evening hobby, and it does swallow a lot of time, but I love doing it, so I'll keep going as long as it's needed. And we'll see what the future holds for any other developments with it, who knows. And anybody who is watching who wants to get their message out there on the podcast, please, you're more than welcome. If you've got your own ideas and aims and goals and your own interests and things that you want to get a message out there about, go for it is my advice. I was nervous about doing this myself, but if you've got something you're passionate about and you want to share with the rest of the world, just do it. Don't hold back. I'd support you 100% in any way I could. Anybody who's trying to improve things and share their own passions and things, that's always good with me. And it would be an absolute pleasure to help you in that as well. So reach out if you like. I'm more than happy to help in any way I could. And otherwise, just let's stay well, stay healthy, and hopefully 2021 will bring us all a bit more freedom in our lives, and we can get back to normality perhaps. We shall see on that front. It looks promising with the vaccines, doesn't it? So hopefully that's going to be the case. And yeah, Happy New Year to everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. Before I end this video, huge congratulations to anyone who's out there doing their own thing. There's been lots of people step forward, helping in all sorts of ways across the electrical industry and wider society, some of it in the public domain and some of it I'm sure we're not. You know, well done. And if there is anyone who's sat on a little acorn or something that they want to do and try and make happen, my advice is go for it and do it. Don't be afraid. Get yourself out there, pop your head above the wall, and I'll support any and everyone in all your ventures and aims and your passions. It's what it's all about. Everyone's better together, and yeah, that was my final thought on the year. So congratulations to everyone who's done some amazing things, and keep going in whatever it is you're up to. Hi, welcome back to the Apprentice 121 YouTube channel. I'm Mark, and this is a quick video just to explain exactly what Apprentice 121 is. And the reason for that is I've had a few people ask exactly what it is that I'm up to, and I did a few of these early on in this coronavirus, early on in 2020, and I haven't really repeated it very often, so it makes sense to just clarify exactly what Apprentice 121 is. And the short answer is it's just a way of linking apprentices and employers together. It's really that simple. So an apprentice who might have lost their jobs through the COVID-19 pandemic and are looking to get back into employment to finish the training, we provide help in making that happen, and we don't charge anything for that. So an apprentice would get in touch with us and register with their details, and we would then try and link them up with an employer that we might have details of in their local area. So it's all we really ask for is employers to get in touch if they are looking for an apprentice and tell us where they are, exactly what they're looking for and the kind of work they have to offer. And from apprentices, the same sort of thing but the other way around, exactly where they are geographically, where they are in the training, and what kind of employment they're looking for, so industries they might want to work in, etc. And we just use our social media presence to try and make that happen. Also our network in our day-to-day lives, so it's not just me but people in the industry who know others in the area who might be looking for apprentices, and that's kind of the essence of it and how it works. There's absolutely no fee to anybody, so apprentices don't pay anything, employers don't pay anything. There's no revenue or money coming into it from anywhere apart from me. I'm the person funding all of this, and I've just had a bit of a bollocking for that actually as well from my accountants. Yeah, but I'll keep going with that. That don't bother me. I can deal with that earache. And yeah, that's it. We've had a lot of positive support. So we've had people from outside the electrical industry, so recruitment consultants really help and step in to find people work. Obviously they've been at home on furlough or whatever else, and they've taken the time to do that in the background, you know, for no charge at all. You know, it's been fantastic that they've done that, and those people don't want any credit or any publicity about that, and I respect that immensely. So fair play. Myself here, I'm only just putting myself out in the public domain because otherwise nobody hears about it. That's the only reason I do this. I've had accusations that I'm trying to be industry famous and all of that nonsense. That's not it. If I'm not out on YouTube or other social media platforms, people don't hear about it. People don't know what's going on. And that's the purpose of the Apprentice 121 podcast, is just to get industry opinion about the situation. So I'm not trying to guide or suggest things are the way they are. I'm actually going out now and asking people. So I'm speaking with apprentices, I'm speaking with employers, I'm speaking with people who are industry experienced, other social media people, you know, a whole raft of other individuals, just to see what they think and feel. And lots of them have different opinions, and none of them are right or wrong. It's just an opinion, and I think it's a great thing to be doing. That's something I'm really enjoying doing, actually. So that's another aspect of Apprentice 121, just to gather thoughts and opinions on the apprenticeship system. And the whole aim of that is to try and improve things at the end of the day, so that there are issues out there, and it's just to try and help make them better. whether that's finding somebody a job or offering some input into some of the bigger bodies within the industry that might actually result in something changing for the better. And that's essentially it in a nutshell. So if you want to get in touch with Apprentice 121, if you are an apprentice or an employer and you can help or be helped, then you can find us at apprentice121.co.uk. That's the best place to register, because then we can use your data to best help you. But we are on Instagram. That's another place that's a good route for contacting us, and that's apprentice121. On Instagram, we put up any jobs that come up on there, and any apprentices who are looking for help from time to time, we share those details as well, along with just some general industry stuff. We also support people in training, so obviously they've had time out of learning through the coronavirus COVID-19 situation with the colleges being closed, so there's lots of people who've missed the training, and we have some industry lecturers in the group who've helped immensely with that all across the country, you know, in their own time, and also directing them towards online material that's there on YouTube and other resources. So that's been good to see, because there's people who still need to do their AM2s and still get finished in their exams through the training. So we've helped with that as well, and also with directing employers towards the grants that the government have made available and information about that, because it's not as straightforward as you might think. So we are helping with that as well. You know, we put a lot of time into this for the sole purpose of helping others, and it's been one of the best things I could have done. I actually thought about doing something similar in 2019, to the point I recorded 2 or 3 videos in my van for a change, but I never released them, never had the bravery to do it, and kind of what happened pushed me forwards for making that happen. And I'm so pleased I did, because speaking personally, and it's a little bit selfishly, that it's made me a better person. Definitely, I've made a lot of new friends from doing it. I've learned a lot more about the industry, massively, certainly around employment and apprenticeships and how things work in the different nations of the UK. You know, this whole year has been so difficult for everybody, but I've just had positive things come in spades from doing Apprentice 121. I'm really pleased that I did that. And without waffling on too much, there has been challenges, and I've spoken about them before. Some people have been really difficult and quite nasty, to the point that they were sharing stuff, screenshots of my stuff all over other social media, and just been generally horrible. So that kind of stuff has gone on as well, but it hasn't knocked the shine off this for me at all. I would do it again in a heartbeat, and I'm going to keep going with it, keep having these chats on the podcast. I'm going to keep trying to link employers with apprentices. If other people want to help and get involved, please do it. Please get in touch with us, and let's see if we can help as many apprentices as possible finish the training and become the excellent electricians that the industry so desperately needs. And to everyone who has helped me with this, thank you very much. And anybody who's got little thoughts of their own, a little acorn that they might have planted, and you know, thinking should I do this or not, that might be to do with apprenticeships or anything else, do it. Get out there and do it. Don't be afraid of others not valuing your opinion and trying to knock you, because you'll always find those people, those negative people, but equally you'll find plenty more positive people who want to help you in your aims and goals. So go for it. And yeah, that's it. Let's go get on with the rest of this year and see in 2021 in the best way we can, by being courteous and kind to each other, and just trying to have a bit of empathy with each other's circumstances, because we're all dealing with difficult stuff in different ways. So yeah, just be kind. We're all better together, and yeah, that's my final thoughts on the year, and I will see you on the other side in 2021. Thanks for watching.